Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, guys? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. I got a great video for you guys today, man. I got a great video. As usual, guys. As usual, we're going to continue to celebrate Michael Jordan on this channel. We're going to tell the truth about Michael Jordan. And I want to thank you guys for coming along the ride with me, man. I want to thank you for all your love, your comments, subscribing, everything, guys. I really want to thank everybody, man. We're going to continue along on this Father's Day, man. Shout out to all the fathers out there, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We're going to continue on this Father's Day mission to celebrate Michael Jordan. And in this video, guys, I want to talk about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen again real quick, man. I didn't want to have to go back with this Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen thing, but I still see people leaving comments on my videos. They're not getting it. They're still not getting it. Y'all not understanding what I'm trying to explain or try to get you guys to really focus on the facts here, all right? The facts and the details. It's the context to a lot of this stuff. And I want to talk about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen real quickly and how Scottie Pippen was not better at anything than Michael Jordan. He was not. He just wasn't. So you guys know what to do. Hit that volume, put it all the way up. Hit that play button. Listen to my voice, guys. You don't have to worry about watching my videos. I know they're not that entertaining. But listen to my voice. Listen to what I have to say about this, all right, guys? And let's roll. So, yeah, guys, man, listen. I keep hearing the same things. People still believe that Scottie Pippen was better at certain aspects of basketball than Michael Jordan. They really believe that. I thought that maybe, people didn't really believe these things and they just were saying these things. But I think people really believe this. And they really believe that Scottie Pippen was better at defense. I've heard many people that said that Scottie Pippen is the best defensive player on the Chicago Bulls when they were winning and all these things. There are some people that believe that Scottie Pippen was a better playmaker than Michael Jordan. I've heard these things before. Now listen, Scottie Pippen, listen, I hate to do this, guys. I really do. Scottie Pippen was a great player. He was a great player. None of these videos that I make about Michael Jordan versus Scottie Pippen have anything to do with Scottie Pippen's greatness or to knock Scottie Pippen. It's to put it into context, to put his career in perspective. Because we've gone too far with the Scottie Pippen love. And we know what to do. We know what the agenda is here. But a lot of people jump on the Scottie Pippen bandwagon, and it's just lies, right? And we can't allow this stuff to happen anymore. We just can't. So when people say Scottie Pippen was a better playmaker than Michael Jordan, we all know that that was not true. In no world was Scottie Pippen ever a better playmaker than Michael Jordan. Scottie Pippen just didn't have the all-around game of Michael Jordan to be as great of a playmaker, guys. And I made a video about this. How Michael Jordan is one of the greatest playmakers in NBA history, guys. In the history of the league. Right? Michael Jordan could do things without the basketball in his hands at a high level, better than Scottie Pippen. The give and goes, the coming off of the screens, man. Just, like I said, all of these things. We've also talked about Michael Jordan's post game, right? Scottie Pippen did not have a post game like that. Michael Jordan could make plays out of the post. Right? Off the double teams. Things like that. He was just a greater playmaker than Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen wasn't as great as Michael Jordan as a playmaker. Scottie Pippen was a great playmaker, absolutely. But he wasn't on Michael Jordan's level, right? There's levels to this, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm a little sweaty right now. I was exercising before. So excuse my sweat. But yeah, man, so he wasn't a greater playmaker, guys. He just wasn't, right? Like I said, he just didn't have the overall skills of Michael Jordan to be a greater playmaker. He didn't handle the ball as good as Michael Jordan. He didn't have the overall offensive game of Michael Jordan to be able to make the plays, like I said, in certain situations. Michael Jordan was a better crunch time performer, better at making plays in the clutch. When we think about defense, and this is where I think we're getting confused here. A lot of people really believe that Scottie Pippen was the best defensive player on the Bulls because later on in Michael Jordan's career, especially when the Bulls started winning at a high level, they needed Michael Jordan to carry them on offense, guys. And I hate to say that or use that word carry, but that's essentially what he had to do. Because the Bulls didn't have a really consistent offensive threat other than Michael Jordan. He was their only consistent offensive player. Scottie Pippen wasn't consistent, guys. He just wasn't. I've told you guys many times, Scottie Pippen will shoot 40% You know, one game, then the next game he's shooting 55%, then he's shooting 38%. In one playoff series, he's shooting 39%. Then he's shooting 45%. Then he's shooting 52%. He's shooting 72% from the free throw line in one series. Then he's shooting 56% in another series. Then he's shooting 80% in another. He's all over the place. He's not consistent. When you talk about Michael Jordan, he was the only consistent scorer at a high level for the Chicago Bulls his entire career. So when we talk about defense and people try to make it seem as if Michael Jordan was as good of a defender, and then they'll use things like, well, Scottie Pippen had to defend the other team's best player most of the time. That may have been true. Sometimes, yes, depending on the scenario. Because we needed Michael Jordan. They needed Michael Jordan on offense. So they didn't want him burning himself out on defense, playing 110% on the defensive end on the other team's best player, where he's getting attacked consistently on the defensive end. But let's not act like Michael Jordan was taking a break on defense. Whoever Michael Jordan guarded on the defensive end was in for a long night. They were in for a long night, guys. You know that. Michael Jordan didn't take breaks on defense. He wasn't resting on defense. But if you're guarding the team's second best perimeter player and not the first perimeter player, let's say, then yes, it's a little bit easier. But when people say that Scottie Pippen was a better defensive player than Michael Jordan, it's just not true. At their peaks, Michael Jordan was much better. He was quicker. He had better instincts. I've done a video on this, guys. I've covered every aspect. Michael Jordan was a better team defensive player, a better help defender, a better shot blocker, better at getting steals, better at locking man down one-on-one individually. He was just better. I'm not saying that they were miles apart. Scottie Pippen's an all-time great defensive player here. Michael Jordan was just a little bit better. He was just a little bit better, guys. It's not a knock on Scottie Pippen. So, I don't want this video to go too long. As usual, I ramble on. You know, you guys know it, but you guys know what I'm saying, man. Scottie Pippen did nothing better than Michael Jordan. Nothing on the basketball court. He wasn't better at defense. He wasn't better at playmaking. He wasn't better at handling the ball. He wasn't better at shooting. He wasn't better in any aspect. You know, was he a better rebounder? I don't know if you can argue for his position. I mean, yeah, Scottie Pippen averaged more rebounds than Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan's a shooting guard who was about an inch or two shorter than Scottie Pippen, who played a forward position. I would say they were equal. Michael Jordan is actually probably one of the best rebounding shooting guards of all time. He's one of the best offensive rebounding shooting guards in the history of the game. One of the best. So the rebound to me would be pretty much even. Maybe you give the slight edge to Pippen, okay. But what is rebounding, guys? What does that mean? He's a forward. Michael Jordan was a shooting guard, like I said. When we think about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, man, the overall game, they're not close. It's not close, guys. Michael Jordan was just much, much better. And it's not a knock on Scottie Pippen. We have to understand this. We're not knocking Scottie Pippen by saying that Michael Jordan was much better than him or they weren't in the same class. It's not a knock on Scottie Pippen. That's the problem here. Scottie Pippen thinks it's a knock on him, and so do a lot of you other guys. It's not a knock on you, Scottie, and you guys need to understand that. It's not a knock on Scottie Pippen. It's just telling the truth. It's putting their careers in perspective. Michael Jordan's the greatest player of all time, guys. Scottie Pippen's not in that conversation. Right? That shows you how far apart they are. Yes, they're close in defense. I'll give you guys that. They're close in defense. Absolutely. Scottie Pippen's an all-time great defensive player. He's probably top 10 all-time great defensive player, same as Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan was better. He was better at everything. He was the best player in the Chicago Bulls overall. The best overall player in the Chicago Bulls the entire time, guys. I don't want to hear none of this Pippen nonsense. Just wasn't true. You guys know the truth. The real NBA fans know. They know. The people who watch the Bulls, the people who watched the NBA in the 90s, they know. Michael Jordan was the best overall player on the Bulls. He was the best overall player in the NBA by a mile. By a mile. It's the truth, guys. It's just the truth. I want to thank you guys for watching my videos, man. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, man. We're not knocking Pippen, man. Pippen's an all-time great legend. He's just not in that class, man. There's different classes. There's different levels. And he wasn't near Michael Jordan.